All right, guys, this is an update. This is what I've been doing. I've stopped making ham radio videos, as you know. I'm on hiatus because some things have happened. Apparently, I've become a woodworker. So I'm going to take you around the shop, show you what's happening, and there's a bigger picture to this. So this third car garage area is a mess, disgusting mess. But it got me started in woodworking, and I started selling things on Etsy, and I'm like, dang, I'm making a little money here, making a little money. So it's paying for itself plus more. So I had some time off in between jobs about 6 months ago, and I needed something to do. So I really decided to get a CNC machine, and it's pretty much a woodworking machine, and we'll go over that. But so I got that, and I got into it, and then it kind of took over, and I became a woodworker. So I am still staying in ham radio, but there's a lot to this story. By the way, this is not a ham radio video. This is an update about what I've been doing. So anyway, I got this Shapeoko for, now that I'm putting on a video, I cannot believe how messy this place is. I am strapped for room because I used to have a basement, and I don't anymore. We have 2 storage units that we're renting, but I have a solution for that. Anyway, I bought this Shapeoko. I have a Wi-Fi camera, so when it's doing a long job, I can sit in there and watch it, make sure it doesn't do anything crazy, which occasionally it does. So I've been making these products, and they started selling, and I started making a little money. I'm like, this is working. Got really excited about it. Become a woodworker. I'm even doing carving. Got some carving knives, doing hand carving. I'm doing, you know, basic woodwork. I'm making cutting boards, but they're very unique. I'll put it that way. Everyone makes cutting boards, but mine are very unique. So dust collection is a huge problem. I've got the Festool here. I know that's horrible, I know, but I'm moving the shop. That's the whole point of this video. I'm moving the shop to the shed that we're building, and I'm going to show you in a minute. It's very interesting. I put the ham radio stuff up for now, okay? Because I'm so into this, very into this. Okay, so this is my little table where I build and craft certain things, and then I have the DeWalt router. I've got a routing table. I made those are for staining. I know this is a mess. It is completely a mess, but this is temporary, okay? So tornado fan, I bought a drill press, and I'm all in on woodworking because I started making money. All this stuff is paid for itself. Okay, thinking about making ham radio signs and things like that, but I've got so much to do already, right? I've got so much to do already that I don't need to do that yet. But let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. Again, this is an update to what I've been doing. All right, y'all, this is my backyard. Still a mess. 2 years later. We've been here 2 years. That was all grown up to 6 feet tall. Some of those weeds were back there. So I have this tool here, pretty cool. Got it like a year ago. It's like a huge weed eater. And you put these, by the way, if you double that up, they last way longer. So it's like a huge weed eater. It's a push weed eater. And then it took me several days, but I'm back and forth, and I went up here, trash pile. So I went up here and cleared it out. Some of those brush was so thick like that, once you hit it with that thing, the weed eater wire would just break down pretty fast. So there's weed eater wire everywhere around here. Anyway, we're building a shed, and it's gonna go in this corner, 30 foot by 40 foot. And I am going to put it up an antenna eventually, have a shack out here, we have a fire pit, a real nice fire pit, but things are starting to come together. And we just heard that tomorrow, excavator guy's coming out. He's going to be clearing, hopefully, that tree. I don't know how he's going to do it, but that tree, all those, and all those, and we're going to put the shed back there. But we first have to get rid of these trees. Step 1. Step 2, we're going to probably bring in some dirt. And then step 3, we're going to hire some company to come in and and build the shed. So I actually wanted to get this video because tomorrow is the day. So what I don't know, see how these trees are all crooked? What I don't know is how he's gonna get these trees down. He's got some kind of machine, I suppose, because this one is like leaning that way. And you know what I thought about doing was like leaving this tree and then having a stump and then making a table out of it. So just having a stump and then having a table you could use here, a work table. That'd be pretty cool, huh? But it's in the way. So what am I gonna do? Of course I don't want to remove trees, but we have to because we're building. So we had our septic system and we had the sprayer here, right? The sprayer was here and over there. They had to move them. So we contacted this red dirt septic company. They came out and they capped it off over there where that flag is, and they put them over there, and I'll show you that in a minute. So there is a tube under here still, but it's capped off and it's okay. We don't need we got that done. That's the first step. Second step are the trees, and then the third step will be the dirt leveling. He's going to level it, and so I'll show you all these as it goes. So so over here we have this really dramatic drop off. I'm going to tell you my plans here. So there's a stump here, there were trees here. I put all those logs over there by myself. It took forever. Made a little stand for it. Hopefully the excavator can kind of make this more gentle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like layered steps up and over, and I'm going to put railroad ties like every 4 or 5 feet, maybe like 5 of them all the way up. So there's kind of like stairs going up, but gentle stairs that'll look nice. Then I'm going to take some of these trees and put them, and take the bark off, put them in posts, and have a post every so often, maybe 5 or 10 feet or so. And then I'm going to hang lights drooping all the way up, so when you turn on the lights you'll have the sidewalk. But right now it's all just a dream. All just a dream. But some of these trees are very problematic, because look at this one. I might have him remove this one here. See how this was just a wild forest. See how that one is leaning so badly? I mean, I might as well just have him remove that. There's where our septic lines were just moved. There's 2 sprayers. They spray out your dirty water on the ground. I don't really like that. It's a hassle, but that was a bad idea. I'm not going to do a garden anymore until after all this is done. I might do a garden next year, but not this year. My mom, we're in Oklahoma, and we had a massive heat wave. It was 100 degrees every single day, over and over and over. It would have died anyway. Funny enough, the only thing that just popped up this year was the sage. So it just popped up and it survived. I didn't water it hardly at all, even during the drought, but it's pretty hardy. And I'm trying to take these logs and save as much wood as I can, just so I can have campfires and so forth. So anyway, I'll try to get a video tomorrow if he comes, and I don't know how he's going to take down these trees. Jesus Christ. Wow. What a mess. Midday, after about 3 hours. Logs for firewood. It's good, man. Wow. Holy cow. All right, excavator was here from 8 until 6 p.m. He had to take some loads of the crap, the debris that he had been cutting. Let's take a look now. So I was going to do a compost pile over here, but then I decided not to do this. Kind of a pain. Anyway, so got rid of that. Got the sprinklers here, but look at the leveling that's been done here. He removed at least 14 trees. That's our sprinkler system there. This is the first time the dogs have been outside all day, pretty much. Thinking about the next time he comes, I might move that rock over there to a place where there might be, I don't know, maybe a place to sit or something, make it a sitting rock or something. Anyway, so my idea was the shed's gonna go here. It's gonna have an awning and a place to sit outside. I mean, look at this, isn't it amazing? It's amazing. I mean, I couldn't believe it. You get so used to something and then you see somebody come out, and you know how hard it is to move trees and dirt around on your own. We decided to, there were 3 trees here earlier, probably saw it earlier in the video. Decided to remove the 2 that were further out. I don't remember where they were, but left this one here because it was leaning and it was a little bit harder to get, didn't want it to fall, so I thought, I'll just leave it. So this creates a line, and you have to have, what is it called, an easement or something? You have to come out 10 foot anyway, so we're gonna have the shed should be here. Here we'll have a walkway behind there. The shed's gonna go this way, but I got the bad news. He brought out his laser leveling thing, whatever, and there's a 2-foot drop going down. So the next challenge in this saga is to get dirt. He said he had a buddy, and I said, how much dirt do you need? You know, these are big truckloads of dirt at $200 each. I was like, 1 or 2? He's like, no, more like 10. He had a buddy that had the same problem, same kind of drop off, and they needed 10 loads of dirt at $200. There's $2,000 gone, and my driveway's way down there. But we come up with maybe a solution that, because you can't drive on the driveway with a 4,500 pound vehicle, it'll crack the driveway. We're gonna go on the grass to the side next to it. I came up with that idea. So the shed's gonna be here, and then I don't know where to put the antenna. That's later. I mean, heck, I could do a V there. You know, I could do a tower. I could do a tower here and hide it in the trees and no one would know it was here. Wow, the possibilities you have with the big yard. It's so amazing to have a big yard like this. There's so many possibilities. All right, the shed's here. It's gonna have an awning and then like some cement so we can sit out and I can bring the tools out, and if it rains, I don't have to bring them back in and out like the table saws and all that. All right, I'm just gonna have somewhere over here. I was thinking about a fire pit, a nice one with gravel and then maybe stumps to sit on, something comfortable, a circle where you know it's not going to get away from you, you know, like not like a fire pit like that metal one down there, but a real fire pit with you know, with cement chairs or something around it, somewhere in here. I don't know. And all the other trees are staying. They did get that tree. He got that tree that was leaning over there. It's gone. Pretty cool. And okay, I was gonna have stairs go down like every 4 feet and then get those railroad ties and use them as stops so it doesn't erode that way. So the railroad tie would be here, then it would go down, over, okay? Here's the wood he left over. I said, give me the main part of the logs. I want to keep the wood, and I'm gonna either use it for firewood or I'm gonna use it for light poles. What I mean by that is I'm gonna have light poles every 10 feet. I may have already said this in the video, I don't remember. Then string lights on them. I might have like little lanterns on them or something. Then you turn the light on, the whole yard would be lit up at night. How cool is that? But these are the trees he removed today. I don't know how many there are. At least I know we got at least 14 trees, but maybe this is multiple. But I got a nice big job to saw these up, or I'm gonna scrape the bark off of them and then put them in the ground. Maybe even put an antenna, you know, like if there's a post there, run the antenna next to it, whatever. All right, so the other idea was, I'm getting rid of that garden. He's gonna talk to his friend that has a skid steer, come out and give me a quote. This is a little bit of debris that's still left over. Didn't get that. He took 2 or 3 loads of tree junk. Anyway, so this is a bad bump here, right? The backyard goes like that and it goes whoop. So we're thinking, I don't like that. What if we took that dirt, evened it out, and put it over there, and I wouldn't need as much dirt either. It would even this horrible thing out, and it would give me free dirt, but there's a 2-foot drop here. Anyway, that's the update. This is where I am with the shed. We're a long way away from getting my ham radio shed. And as you know, I've got that CNC machine, and it's the first time the dogs have been out here and they're sniffing like crazy. Like, what's going on out here, man? So, woke up to this. Well, walked out here last night to this. Yep. Our septic lines go out here and they spray them, you know, the aerator or whatever. Well, it wasn't his fault because that pipe is really deep, and I know he didn't dig down that deep, but when he removed a tree, he gashed the pipe down there. See that gash? So I got that to deal with, but I don't think it's that big a deal. They're just, we'll have the septic people come in and they'll dig it out and cut and put a replacement piece in there. I think that's all it'll take. But oh, by the way, for all that work he did, 14 trees, stacked them up there, removed all the trash. Well, actually there's some still left here, but it's mostly dirt. But for all of that, I'm gonna let you guess, he cleared all that, pulled out stumps, pulled a stump out over there. All the stumps he saw, he pulled out. Awesome job. He was really careful. He even cleared out that little area over there, cleared out as much as he could, right? By the stump, how much do you think that cost? He charged $1,300, $900 for the trees and $400 for the time. I think that's a really good price. I mean, he wins, I wins, hopefully he wins, but I would do that all day long, considering we got a quote for $5,500 to clear this. So $1,300 versus $5,500. So if it cost me a couple hundred to fix that, so be it. You know, it's actually my fault because I told him to take that tree out. You know, I'm a fair person. I don't blame other people for my mistakes. So plus he did such a good job. Yeah, there were trees here and I actually cut them down a long time ago, but then he came along and removed the stumps. How cool is that? I'm getting rid of the garden for now. I took down, I know that's a mess. Don't look over there. That's terrible, terrible. I really don't care though. So I took down my garden here, put the wood over there. I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna throw those away. Those things are really hard. It's been so dry. I was gonna wait till it rains to pull those out and save those things and then throw these cheap ones away. And then no more garden here. And then they can come with a skid steer hopefully and smooth. This will be more, take this dirt and move it up there and then fill that in. So that's the update.